Alright, welcome to part 3 of USS Constellation from the Doomsday Machine. And made some progress since the last video. I've actually got the major sub-assemblies put together. A lot of people might think, okay, not too much further to go for paint and stuff. But, well, there's a few minor tweaks I still got to do, but I thought I would show this update video to show that I am making pretty good progress right now. This is kind of reminiscent of what the ship looked like when we first saw it. Crooked pylons, this one being straighter than this one. Funny enough, this pylon here, the angle of it, the way it's angled down like that, that's what you get if you glue the pylons in straight dead on into the holes, because the holes are not cut right in the secondary hull on the long box kits. So I'm thinking they probably put this pylon in and said, ooh, that don't look right. So this one was pretty easy to position when I got around to putting it in. The back pylon I put in first because I had to do some work to the pylon base to get this warp engine angle up to where I wanted it. Let's turn it around here. Back view. Going up. Not bad. All I need is Doomsday Machine background now to fly this thing into. Let's see how it looks on the other angle. Still trashed. Not quite right. Let's... Well, she's looking pretty good. One thing I find interesting was when I was doing my photo interpretation, it seems in a few of the distance shots there is not as much crap built onto the model as there are for that one beauty shot right when they showed the credits, making me wonder that if when they built the model they said, okay, let's do the damage, shoot it, alright, we got the distance shots done, but we got to add more detail now for the close-ups. So it looks like they kept adding more detail to the model as they kept building it. Turning it this way, one thing I forgot to mention in the last video was conduit in the secondary, in the warp nacelle pylon here. Yeah, I can kind of see it pretty clearly. That's a couple of wiring harnesses from radio control aircraft, couple of servo wire harnesses. Actually, technically one. I had an extension, a used one, and I just chopped it in half. The wide areas are plastrucked half-round tubing, and then after I glued them in, I attacked them with a Dremel engraving tip to make it look like, okay, we got some breaks there and some vents, because otherwise, I don't know why this panel would get blown off like that. Of course, the front of the warp engines, as it were, looking at how jagged they appear. Let's raise it up just a little. Pretty happy with how it looked. Have added a little bit of detail to these engines since last time, mostly on the back of the far pylon here to get the appearance a little closer to what it looked like in the episode. I don't think I got it duplicated 100%, but I'm satisfied with it. Another thing I'll make mention of, let's back it up, and let's put it at that flatter angle. There we go. Cue the background music as Kirk flies Constellation into Doomsday Machine to get ready to blow it up. Yesterday I had mentioned that these protrusions on top of the warp engines, that I angled up the outer section. In reality, I angled up the inner ones. Those angles were a little too shallow, so those are the ones I popped off, filled the holes in the secondary hull, and then re-glued these parts, this one and this one, at an angle that looked a little bit more to my liking. Not totally accurate for the Constellation because they just stuck them in the holes there, but I was happy with what I got. Turning it around the other way. She sits a kind of a little nose high on the stand when it's level like this. So pretty much when I have this thing on display, it's going to be angled down, except for some pictures when I'm finally done with it. I don't know, I think I might submit the photos to one of the magazines or something when I'm done. But that's essentially where I am right now. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Still got a lot of work to do, but I'm definitely over 50% done. A little bit more seam cleanup, and hopefully I'll be able to add a little bit more detail, and then hopefully I'll be able to start primering and painting in the next day or two. Until then, thank you for watching.